Good morning, roamers. I just checked out the hotel. I'm on my way today via Louage or shared taxi to Gabes. Now I don't have any bookings. I'm at a stage of roaming where I'm just flying freely. So I may go further than Gabes. I may go to a place called Sfax. But the first stop, I'm guessing, is to get to Gabes. So that's where we're going to go. So let's get down to the taxi station and see what's going on. I'm buzzing, happy to move off Djerba Island, never coming back. That didn't take long, 2 minutes. Minutes to board, 15 dirhams. So it's a couple of hours later. The Louage journey was really good, and I'm thinking I don't really want to stay in Gabes. I was going to stay here for a week, but I'm thinking like no. Now I've only got a month, I'm going to change it up a bit. So just getting a quick wrap with the ladies' stall, and we're going to jump in a taxi down there, and we're going all the way to Sfax today, which is about a total journey of about 5 hours. So it's good. Having a wrap, 350, bit of harissa, bit of ton, bit of veggies. So it's all happening. So these are the pancakes I was talking about. It's like a big charred roti full of whatever you want. So a bit of salad, bit of tuna, all that type of stuff. Delicious. So has just arrived in Sfax. Opposite the BH Bank there is a Louage station. So I think it's taken about 4 hours via the 2 buses to get here. So I mean, it was pretty reasonable. I'm 6'6", but they were not that cramped. I was expecting it to be a lot worse, like a car almost, but they're quite spacious inside. It's not unbearable. So just have to find a hotel. Where things go on here, it's all pretty compact around the port. It's a nice big town, it's got a good buzz about it, so I'm pretty pumped actually. It's a Sunday, I'm in Tunisia, it's sunny, yay! This is it, the business town of Sfax. Lots of fish, lots of stuff. Looking forward to having a look around. Successful Louage trips. Oh yeah, once you learn how to navigate your way around the country, it's your oyster, isn't it? You can do what you want. So here we have a room in Sfax, overlooking the tidal pool of the port. About 50 bucks a night. It's AUD. Not too bad. Looks like a comfortable room, TV, bathroom, etc. Not bad. One thing I noticed in Tunisia, a lot of the hotels want you to pay on arrival. You make a confirmed booking with your card, then you have to pay on arrival, and I think that's because sometimes the technology lets them down and they can't take the payment. So which means you have to withdraw cash, which then incurs another fee. So just something to be wary of. So I've paid a third, now I have to go and get some cash to pay the man. Let's find a bank. So I just use the Arab Tunisian bank, and they actually let you withdraw 500 dinars, which is about $263. So they charge you 10 dinars for the withdrawal, but you know. It is what it is, isn't it? I think I'm spinning out. That's actually a college, what they call a lycée. It's an older students' college. Some cool looking architecture. There you've got the municipal buildings of Sfax, looking very beautiful. Great architecture. Tunisian flag blowing in the wind. Now I'm not whinging, I'm just saying the facts as I see it. I just went to go and get some salad and vegetables in the Monoprix, which is a decent supermarket, and literally it's all rank. It's like literally all falling apart. All the salad is limp, all the tomatoes have got like fungus on them and white mould, so whew, luckily there was a bit of bread there, you know what I'm like with bread. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try and find a local market, maybe tomorrow or whatever, and see if I can get some fresh veg. But it always surprises me, a big like department store like Monoprix, and the fresh produce is just whew, way down. Shop local, shop fresh. So now I'm on the hunt for some beverages, which I think is on the other side of the Kasbah somewhere. The Kasbah wall. Looks like a Medina. Let's investigate. Very impressive looking Kasbah. Fantastic walls. Beautiful old date palms. This place has got some history, that's for sure. I think the further north you go, the more likely I am to see like Roman ruins and history from other cultures and histories of invasion and stuff, because basically it's just nearer to the Mediterranean, and it's more fertile land, you know, it's more valuable. So we've got a railway station over the back there, taxi station, big roundabout in the centre of town, all roads going off to the rest of Tunisia. And I, believe it or not, I'm trying to find a bottle of soda or some pure juice without sugar in it. There's between like 30 and 40 grams of sugar in the drinks here. It's just like, it's unheard of. Wow, that is the entrance to the souk over there. I'll be coming here tomorrow. It's beautiful. The Medina souk, or whatever they call it in Tunisia. Wow, what a massive contrast to Djerba. Big Carrefour mall, high-rise shopping and apartments, bins, it's all happening. Just went into Carrefour there, got some small cans of Diet Coke because that's the only way they sell them, and my card worked. Bonus. Well, it's a pretty easy city to navigate. But this central structure, this big Kasbah or Medina or whatever it's called, it looks fascinating. This is the entrance I'm going to be going in tomorrow. Beautiful. Every roundabout has a funky statue. There's the miners and the workers. Oh, that is actually the back of the cathedral which I saw earlier. A concrete cathedral with stained glass. That looks lovely in the sunlight. Walls are under repair by the look of it. So here we are. Bit of brekkie, bit of some type of a croissant, bit of yogurt, little buffet, TV, very nice. Good morning, Rome, as well. It's day 2 in Sfax. Awesome hotel I'm staying in, Hotel El Layeli. Comfortable bed, good air conditioning, very happy with that. Great breakfast, really good strong coffee and a pan au chocolat to dip into it. Oh, Match made in heaven. Anyway, so today I've earmarked a few places, just gonna have a wander around and check out this chilled city of Sfax. And I've decided to use my my tripod handheld thingy with the GoPro because, well, we're going to try and make better videos, more professional videos, interact with the people, hello, all that type of thing. So yeah, let's get out amongst it. I'm going to go down to the harbour first, go and have a look at the ocean, and then head back into the city, because I guess by that time more things will be open and there'll be more stuff happening. So yeah, loving it though, loving the chilled vibe of Tunisia. Really am, really enjoying it. Whoa. Jesus. Yeah, so the port is pretty industrial and dirty. There's a big ferry terminal. There's a local island where you can get a ticket to go over to, but apparently it's difficult to get tickets. There's only so many allowed for tourists, etc, etc. You have to queue up early, 1.5 to 2 hours early to get the ticket. So I'm going to be giving that a wide berth. So I'm going to head down to the more recreational part of the port. And I believe there's like a casino and that type of thing. So off we go. So I don't know who's posted on Google Maps that there's a casino here and a casino bar and all that type of stuff. This is just pure industrial port, as you can see by the hopper transfer stations and all that to load the ships. But anyway, I'll see if I can get down to the beach area they talk about. Yeah, well, the beach, or what they call a viewpoint, is about 3 kilometres down that dusty road with all them trucks going by, so I'm not going there. So I'm going to go and have a look at the train station, see what the timetable and the connections are like. It's certainly different to what I expected on Google Maps, that's for sure. So here we have Sfax Railway Station. Obviously serves the port. Sometimes they have separate port and public railways, but we'll have a look, see the timetable. So there's not too many trains, and they either leave like in the early hours of the morning, mid-morning or late afternoon. So I think at this stage, unless I'm going to Tunis, it's going to be Louage. Oh, it's a nice train station anyway. Hello. Got a cafe, all that type of stuff. But there's no high-speed train here, that's for sure. When you look on a map of the Tunisian railway system, a lot of it is been defunct. Like it doesn't work anymore. Let's go and have a look at the platforms. So that way to Gabes and that way to Sousse and Tunis. Yeah. And I have heard, I don't know, I'm not criticising, but apparently like the trains can be a little bit slow and unreliable, so we shall see. So I'm at the edge of the Kasbah or Medina, or big walled fortifications, and there is a sign back here that says tourist circuit, so maybe there's if I keep following these kind of Arabic signs, should lead me around inside. So we are in the Medina, inside the Kasbah. Wow, that's an old mosque. It's looking very interesting and perhaps in need of some repair. This has got to be one of the main gates. Big bread selling area. see if we can find out what this is called. Wow, what a colossal gate, or gates. Huge structure. Ramparts de la Medina. Wow. Bab Edwin. So there we have the Grand Mosque. Dates back to about 1912 according to the inscription over there, the plaque. I was looking for a massive minaret, but there ain't no massive minaret. Hello. So lots of meandering laneways in Medina. Let's see if I can navigate my way through to the other side. I think I'm going back in the direction I started. Very interesting. I don't know what these white stone blocks are. They're all over. I don't think they're cast. They must come from the mountains somewhere. There are some low mountains that we passed on the Louage trip up from Djerba. So I'll see if I can find out what these white stones are. They're all through the souks in Madoun and Souk. Hey Puddy. There's a bit of a cat culture here. This is a comparison to Morocco, you know, there's a bit of a cat culture, but there's people who actively shoo them away as well, so not everybody's got time for pussy. Oh wow, this place is pretty tricky to navigate. But we've done a few Medinas, haven't we? So shall persevere. I like the way they got these drainage culverts in the middle. I feel like I'm going to trip arse over head, but I can imagine when it rains it's well handy. Looks like there's a good drainage system. Right, so I'm at the far side. Just need to find a gate now. A bab. So this is the area that I saw last night. It's like a covered market area, central market. I know there's one the other side near the hotel as well where I can get some fruit and veg a bit later, but this is, because I noticed the high rises, this is where I come last night to get the Diet Coke and other things. Good salad I had. Yep, bit of a market area. Not too many stalls open. So simply put, irrespective of whether it's a souk or Kasbah or a Medina or whatever, as it says on the map, this is the old city that we've just been in. And this is Bab Jebli, which leads on to the biggest roundabout in Sfax, which is just over the other side where those tall buildings are. Yeah. Hello, bonjour. So this is the place which was buzzing last night. It seemed to be anyway. Difficult to know, isn't it? Half the stuff is closed, half the stuff is open. I don't know about the timings. A lot of these North African places, it's in the cool of the day where people get active. Is this busy at night? Possibly. It's a stunning looking building though. It goes round and round. Looks like an open air space in the middle. Well, that is definitely the fish market when it's open, because of the countertops. Seen that sort of stuff before. So I'm heading out of the main part of town, the centre of town, towards the suburb of Sidi Mansour, where I believe, if I'm lucky, I'll be able to see the ocean. There's a lot of projects going on the foreshore here. you know, along the corniche and all that, so actual access to the ocean is not that easy. But it's an interesting walk anyway, because I get to see more of Tunisian life, and as I said when I arrived, you know, it's a fantastic contrast to the island of Djerba. Bit of a city. Even when I come to Tunisia 10 years ago, I was like at a fairly low-key town, Monastir, very historical town, lots of ruins and all that. Nothing like this. So this is the first kind of Tunisian city that I've seen. It's good. I like it. People are really friendly, happy to engage and to say hello. Just got to break the ice, you know, be the first one. I've got everything to learn. That's why I'm happy to talk to people. So let's get on with the walk. It's about an hour. It's okay. I get them steps in. So this is all very, very industrialised. Car manufacturers, retailers and little industrial units and all that sort of thing. So Sfax, I think majorly is a business area, other than the old city and a little bit of the corniche. So I'm actually staying in the heart of the tourist zone, that's what I'm saying. So I reckon you could comfortably see Sfax, you know, just do a couple of nights. First day you travel there, you settle in, one full day having a look around and then move on. But considering I've got plenty of time, I don't want to do too much tomorrow, then I can just kind of chill out. So either way, you know, I'm happy kind of thing. But we'll endeavour to go and see this ocean place today anyway. The crazy thing is there's no actual the crazy thing is there's no actual footpaths. You got to like duck and weave amongst the cars and stuff. Makes it difficult to get up a head of steam when you're walking. So if you look on Google Maps and you look out to the ocean, to the left of the old city is a massive area called Project Tapori, and as far as I can gather, it's a huge sort of urban planning apartment complex sort of thing underway. So I'm guessing that is it. Doesn't look like they've made much headway with it, but you've got to have a dream, haven't you? You've got to have a plan. Yeah, slowly. Hello, bonjour, bonjour. Slowly leaving. Whoa! Slowly leaving all the industrial park behind. This is obviously where people live. Little apartment buildings, loads of satellites. Cool looking building styles. There's some beautiful houses here, that's for sure. So this is Sidi Mansour, the kind of beachy bit. But the ocean seems like a long way away. Over all this scrub. Oh, there it is, there's a road. Let's go down here to see what we can find. There you have it. A few cafes, a few bits of garbage. Cafe La Pirate, that's on Google Maps. I'm sure lots of people have had lots of fun in Cafe La Pirate. So there you have it, that there is the Mediterranean Sea. It's not the most inviting looking swimming environment I've ever seen, but it's got its charm, hasn't it? So the reason I'm showing you that mosque is because I could see that from the beach. That's how big it is. So it's a really good orientation point. Sidi Al Karim Mosque. You see it from miles away. One of the tallest structures in Sfax. Anyway, got a taxi back. Just went to the Carrefour Nessari, which is a little suburb, and got some bread and olives, tomatoes, etc, 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 etc. God, that's so annoying. But anyway, I think it's back to the gaff and time to rest. Watch a movie, mate. So this grand structure is the central market, as far as I know. Let's see if my assumptions are correct. Bakers. Oh yeah. Fruit, veg, all sorts. Let's have a look. Yeah, dried goods, horses, butchers, fruit and veg. Hello. Plants. Pretty small, but there's a lot of gear here. Anyway, I've done my shopping for today, so maybe tomorrow Central Market. Good morning, good morning. So, second day in Sfax. Now, I pretty much whizzed around and saw most things that I'd earmarked to see yesterday. So, today I'm probably going to go out for a walk for a few hours, get me steps in, etc, etc. See what else I can find, maybe go to a shopping centre I've seen, so you know, just low level stuff. There's a lot of people commented on TikTok, there ain't nothing to do in Sfax, what are you doing there, that kind of thing. But I mean, as a tourist, it's all new, isn't it? You know, just walking around the streets, seeing the different shops, that type of thing. But that is what I'm doing anyway. Just had a nice brekkie. So let's get on with the day in Sfax. So that is actually the historical cathedral of St Peter and St Paul. But according to that signboard over there, they're going to turn it into a learning resource centre. So there you go. Now, guess what it is? If you're going to tour a few places in a country, people like have a lot of pride about where they live, don't they? And I suppose they get a little bit embarrassed if they think that, you know, their place or the place of their home is you know, less interesting than elsewhere, or it's dirty or whatever, you know. I mean, a lot of people talk about the governmental neglect as well. If you live in a top tourist spot, then it's going to attract more government investment. You know, there's going to be more jobs, that kind of stuff. But we don't mind. It's all interesting to me. This is where people live. We don't own their crust. So anyway, I've just earmarked a supermarket I'm going to walk to. And I don't know what I'm going to see along the way. There's a good archway. Yeah, that type of thing. But I reckon sooner or later it'll be, I'm going to end this vlog now, and then it will be the end, and then blah blah blah. But anyway, let's get on with this walk. Look at that. Wow. That is visceral stuff. Cow's head. Saw a big pair of lungs hanging up earlier on. It's very confronting, isn't it? Well, that is the nature of butchery. Looks fresh. Bless the chickens. Wow, that was lucky. See how sharp these palm fronds are? I could have just ripped my arm open. It caught my shirt. Ripped my shirt open. I'll have to make it into short sleeves. God almighty, that would have been, I need stitches and all sorts. Whoa, whoa, counting my blessings. Look at that. So that's the shopping centre I'm coming to see, the Ghent. But what a crazy experience. Like, walked through an old bit of town. I thought I was going to end up in a countryside almost. And now this is like a new suburb on the outskirts of Sfax city, and it's looking pretty cool. So it's funny the way it works out, isn't it? Big, modern, well-stocked shop. Bit of a cafe over there as well. Awesome. It's the only supermarket I've seen with large Diet Coke. So if you're hankering after some Diet Coke and you're in Sfax, this is your place. But it might not be here when you get here though, so you better get here quick, eh? So that was worth the walk, believe it or not. I don't mind a walk. I think I'm just going to go back and chill out, you know. I think I'm pulling the pin on Sfax. Going to El Gem tomorrow. It's got the biggest Colosseum, the second biggest Colosseum outside of Rome. So I'm super excited about going to see it. Some people just do a day trip there, but there's a couple of hotels there, so I'm going to go and stay for a few days. So I will see you there. Peace and love everyone. Noggins Homes out.